Hello everyone, and welcome back to my series on biomechanic tutorials. This week we'll be going over the relationship between position, velocity, and acceleration. Let's first start with position. Position is a vector which has both direction and magnitude, and is measured with distance on the y-axis and time on the x. Velocity is defined as the change in position over the change in time. Therefore, it is the slope of the position. Likewise, acceleration is the change in velocity over time. Therefore, it is the slope of the velocity. These calculations are considered to be called taking the derivative. If the position slope is horizontal, then the velocity at that time is going to be 0. If the slope is positive, then the velocity would be positive. If the slope is negative, then the velocity would be negative. We can also work backwards, which would be considered integrating, and this is done by taking the area from the y equals 0 axis to the curve, and we'll be working on an example later on. Let's go ahead and get started with our first question. The velocity at each label position point is, and so here we have a position time graph, and we're asked to calculate velocity. So we're going to want to know what the derivative is at each time point, so our slope. So at time point A, our slope is negative, so velocity would be negative. At time point B, our slope is horizontal, so our velocity is 0. At time point C, our slope is positive, so our velocity is going to be positive. As you can see, this carries on throughout the whole curve. At D, we have a horizontal slope, so it is 0. At E, we have a decreasing slope, so it's negative, and we have a negative number for our velocity. Let's go ahead and work on our next question. Examine the velocity graph from time equals 0 to time equals 10. Does it contain more positive area or more negative area? So here we have a velocity time graph, and we're asked to integrate up to position. So we want to have our area under the curve. And so our area under the curve starts at y equals 0 and goes to wherever the curve is. So here I drew in our area, and red indicates that it's negative and blue indicates it's positive. So clearly we have more negative area, and therefore at position time equals 10 will be below our time equals 0 because we'll be decreasing our position. Our next question we're asked is to understand the Examine the velocity graph from time equals 0 to time equals 10. Does it contain more positive area or more negative area? So here we have a velocity time graph, and we're asked to integrate up to position. So we'll want to draw in our area under the curve. Here I have drawn in red the negative area and blue the positive area. It is clearly shown that we have more negative area than positive area. So therefore, our position will be decreasing. So it'll be below at time equals 10 than time equals 0. Now let's go on to our last question. Position at each label point is, so here we have a velocity time curve, and we're asked to integrate up to position. So let's go ahead and split our time graph into two quadrants, a positive and a negative. So if we are positive, then our position would be increasing. If we are negative, we would be decreasing. If we are 0, then we would have a horizontal slope. So at time point L, since we are negative, we are going to be decreasing in position. We are also still negative at time point M, so our position would be negative. At time point N, we are at 0, so we'll be at a horizontal slope. At time point O, we are finally positive, so we'd have an increasing slope. And this continues on throughout the velocity time curve. So a big key point is to always know what graph you have and what you're looking for to know if you're going to be taking the derivative or if you're going to be integrating. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll have more tutorials on the way.